Welcome to Virtual Dine, Learn, and Move, brought to you in partnership with Prince George's County Health Department, Suburban Hospital, University of Maryland Capital Region Health, and the Maryland National Capital Park and Planning Commission, Department of Parks and Recreation, Prince George's County. Dine, Learn, and Move is designed to promote healthy lifestyle habits. Over the next 90 minutes, you will have fun, get up, and move. Learn everything about healthy eating and engage with our chef while watching a cooking demonstration. Let's get ready to dine, learn, and move.
Greetings and welcome to tonight's session of Dine, Learn, and Move. My name is Yolanda Galloway, and I'm with the Maryland National Capital Park and Planning Commission, Department of Parks and Recreation, Prince George's County. On behalf of the Dine, Learn, and Move Collaborative Partnership, I'm here tonight supported by a team from the Prince George's County Health Department, Suburban Hospital, and the University of Maryland Capital Region Health. We are so glad you could join us this evening to learn about this month's topic, What's in Your Drink? Now, whether this is your first time with us or if you're a returning participant, we hope you have a wonderful experience tonight. We are using Zoom webinar for tonight's session. This means all participants will remain on mute throughout the evening. You will be able to submit questions throughout the session, and at any time, you can do that by typing in the chat box, which you can find at the bottom of your screen. Now, using Zoom webinar means all participants will remain on mute again throughout the evening, and you can submit your questions throughout the session at the bottom of your screen, like I said. Now, let's test your skills out now by typing your zip code in the chat box. This will also help us learn more about where you all are joining us from tonight. Okay, 208, they're coming in fast, coming in real fast. I got to open it up. 20716, 21701, 20772. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. We have folks from all over. Glad you are joining us on tonight. So it looks like you all have that Zoom feature down packed. Want to share that Savannah is here, and she will be monitoring our chat box tonight. She'll be our chat box monitor. So she'll be popping in and out to direct your chat box questions to our presenters. So let's try to practice another Zoom feature by taking a poll. Tonight, we'd like to know how many of you are joining for the first time and how many are returning this month. So if you could take a moment to answer the poll, I'll give you just a few moments there. And we are at 50% participation in the poll, up to 60 now. All right, so it looks like the majority of you all have had a chance to share. So it's obvious that we have lots of returning folks. So far, we got 85% of you who are returning tonight. So welcome back. And it looks like we're roughly around 17 to, well, it's 100% answer. So 17% of you are new. So welcome to our virtual Dine, Learn, and Move. So we are happy to have you all. All right. So we have a full lineup tonight for you, a full lineup of events. All right. And so we have first Halima. Halima is going to share some fitness tips on how to make working out a habit. Then she will lead us in a live Tai Chi workout. And this segment of tonight's program is brought to you by the Maryland National Capital Park and Planning Commission, Department of Parks and Recreation, Prince George's County. We will then shift gears and welcome our guest nutritionist, Josephina. I hope I'm Josefina. I'm sorry, I didn't even ask how to pronounce her name. My apologies. From the Giant Foods Healthy Living team. Tonight, she will share tips for staying hydrated and how to discover ways to create flavorful beverages with less sugar. And this segment is also brought to you by the Maryland National Capital Park and Planning Commission, Department of Parks and Recreation, Prince George's County. We will wrap up our session tonight with a live cooking demonstration from Chef Roz as she creates 2 nutritious drink recipes. And this segment is brought to you by our health system partners, the University of Maryland Capital Region Health and Suburban Hospital. So we're going to turn our attention now to Halima to share some fitness tips before she takes us through the Tai Chi workout. But just a few quick reminders. We are using Zoom webinar this month, which means we will not see you while you move with us. So please continue to follow the safe reminders. These reminders are get your water, clear your space so there's nothing to trip on, and move at your own pace. So don't be afraid to take a break or a posture modification when you need it. And most importantly, we want you to have fun. So go ahead and take it away, Halima.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome. All right, how to make working out a habit. Number 1, establish the reason why you want to start working out. Set days and times. 3, do workouts that you enjoy, and plan out your gear. So number 1, establish why, the reason. If you establish in the beginning why you want to work out, whether it's health reasons, getting stronger, sports conditioning, maybe you're taking tennis or archery or something and you want to get ready for that. Then on those days when you don't feel like working out, you can go back to why you started in the first place. Number 2, set days and times. Setting a schedule will help you be consistent. Choose the day and time that is best for you. Don't do more than you are able to do. If you only have 3 days to work out in a week, stick to that. You can always add on more as you progress. And number 3, do workouts you enjoy. There's nothing worse than doing something you hate or don't really like. Do a workout you enjoy. You will look forward to your next session and it will go by quickly. And the last one, plan out your gear. So your gear is all your clothing, your shoes, your music player, your watch, and whatever weights that you may be using, stretch bands. Have that already ready for when you're ready to work out, the time that you had set, and everything is all good. That hopefully would help you have to create a working habit, a workout habit. And that's it.
So now you can lead us in the workout.
All righty, let me get my music going. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to have everyone, you can either stand if you like, or you can sit. You can sit in a chair and do the Tai Chi workout. We're going to start off with a warm up, a small warm up, and then we'll go right into the workout, and then we'll have a little cool down. So it's just follow my movements, just follow, mirror me. And so you want to stand with your feet a little hip distance apart. Good. Shoulders back and down. Good. Place one hand on your lower dantian here, just about 1 inch below your navel. Place the other hand on top. And I want you to inhale, filling up your lungs. Then exhale. Inhale, fill up. And exhale. Listen to your breath as you exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. This time, inhale, turn your head. Exhale, face front. Inhale, turn to the other side. Exhale, face front. Again, inhale, turn. Exhale, face front. Again, last time, inhale, turn. Exhale, face front. This time, lift your head. Inhale, gently. Feel the stretch in your neck. Exhale, chin to chest. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, chin to chest. Feel the stretch in the back of your neck. And come center. Release your hands. Shoulder roll back, lift, up. Inhale. Lifting your shoulders to your ears. Lift. One more time. Lift. And reverse. Up, forward, down. Lift. Up, forward, down. Good. One more time. Excellent. Come center. Bring your hands, palms down to at your collarbone. Open up. Inhale, palms up. Exhale, palms down, bringing your elbows back. Inhale, open. Exhale, back. Again, inhale, lift. And exhale. This time, push down. And then place your hands on your hips. You want to inhale. You're going to come around, rotating your hips around gently. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale when you're open. Exhale when you're closed. Good. Now reverse. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And come center. Shift and lift. Even if you just touch your toes to the ground, then open. So we want to open up our hip around. Or if it just slowly, doesn't have to be very high. Now reverse. Bring it around. If you want to bring your hands out for more balance, that's fine too. Then place your foot and shift, lift, and open, and around. Loosening up the hip area. Good. One more time. And reverse. Around. If you just lift just a little bit, that's fine too. And place your foot. Shift. Now kick your foot out and rotate. So we went from our head down to our feet. Loosening up all our joints. Good. Now reverse. And place your foot. And shift. Kick out. Good. Rotate. And reverse. Excellent. Place your foot. Bring your feet together. Hands out to the side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, let your arms fold back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale. So just imagine you're a bird soaring above the treetops. Good. On this next one, inhale. Bring your fingertips together like you're gonna hug a tree. Flatten your hands, sink the chi. Inhale. Good. Exhale. One more time. Hug your favorite tree. Sink the chi. Good. Step out to the side. Lift. Inhale. So now we're getting started. Commencement. And back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale like you're sinking into your favorite chair. Inhale, lift. Exhale. On this next one, inhale, fingertips face each other. Inhale, open up like a big hug. This hand on top and bring it down like you're holding a large beach ball. Inhale, exhale. Good. Again, inhale, exhale. Lift, inhale, one more time. This is called embracing the moon. Let's bring our fingertips back together. Hug that tree, sink the chi. Good. All circular movements. And down. One more time. Good. Excellent. Lift, inhale. And exhale, sink down again. Good. This is excellent for lowering high blood pressure. This time, inhale. And exhale, when we come down, we're gonna bring one hand out to the side, like we're tossing away. Bring it in and push. Toss, other side, alternating. This is called repulsing monkey. Toss away. Bring it in and push. Excellent. Push. Good. 2 more times. Bring it in. This time, toss. Bring your hands to the side and step in. Step out. Brush knee and push. Let this hand drop. Circle around. Inhale. Exhale. Again. And exhale. Sit back. Good. Hand this side. Step out. Brush knee and push. Let this hand drop. Let this one circle around. Brush knee and push. Good. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Again. Bring it around. Up. Excellent. Step out. Brush knee and push. Let it circle around. Brush knee and push. One more time. Good. Excellent. Last time. Step. Brush knee and push. Good. Excellent. One more time. And this time, remember that embracing the moon or holding that large beach ball. We want to hold that large beach ball. Step in, step out. And then like we want to brush away a ladybug off of our inner wrist. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. Good. Now shift. Hold that beach ball on this side. And step out. Brush that ladybug off again. Excellent. Inhale. This is called taming the wild horse's mane. It's like you are running your fingers through the horse's mane. Again, shift. Hold that beach ball. Step. Brush that ladybug off. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And last time. Step. Inhale. Open up. Exhale. Good. And exhale. This time, bring this hand around. So we're gonna do what we call cloud hands. Let your belly button follow your hands from side to side. Good. Inhale one way and exhale. So we're gonna do a little bit of movement. So now when we turn this way, we're gonna bring in your left foot. Continue with rotating. Step out with your right. Excellent, and switch. We're gonna go back now. Step in with your right. This is called cloud hands. Good, excellent. Then we're gonna bring this hand around. And then we're gonna do a little bit of balance, lift up into rooster stands on one leg. Set it back down. And if you want to just touch your toe, you don't have to bring it up so high, as high or as low as you like. Again, other side, lift. Good, it's up to you. And set it down, and lift. And a little bit of kicking to the front. Inhale, lift. Kick as high or as low as you like. Bring it in, inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale, lift, kick, exhale. One more time. Exhale. Good. Embrace that moon again. Step in, step out. Good. Ward off. So grab that like you're holding a small chi ball. Palm to palm, push. Separate your hands, pull it back. And push. Good. Again, shift. Hold that beach ball on this side. And step. It's like you may be opening up a curtain. Slide your hands down that curtain all the way to the end. Fold it up. Palm to palm, push. Open up the closet. Place it on the shelf. Again. Embrace that moon. Step. Open up. Good. Grab. All the way down. Fold it up. Push. Separate. Pull it back. And push. Again, one last time. Excellent. Bringing it down. Toss away. Palm to palm and push. Separate. Pull it back and push. Now take your left hand and grab up all of that chi. Step in. Inhale. Separate. Exhale. We're gonna go into cool down. I'm gonna step back, hug that tree, sink the chi. Excellent. Bring it up all the way up. Push it down, down. Excellent. Back it up, out and around. Lift like you're lifting a sack of potatoes. Drop that sack of potatoes. Inhale, lift. Press it down. Press, press. Back it up and out. And inhale, lift. Release. Inhale. One more time. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Out and around. Lift. Release. Inhale, lift. Now this time, when you come back up, we're gonna form a diamond shape with our fingers and then push it out. If you want to, you can come up off of your heels, like we're trying to give each other high fives. Good, excellent. And then release. Inhale, lift. And exhale, bring it down. This time, we do one more thing before we are done. We're gonna come, bring it down. And then you stay where you are. We're gonna flip, bring it to our kidneys, and we're gonna slide down, massage the back of our legs to the top of our legs, and inhale up. Excellent. And then press down. Flip, slide. We're gonna massage the kidney meridians, run down the backs of our legs. Inhale, lift. And one more time, bring it down. Pushing that chi down into the ground. Flip. Down. We want to have healthy kidneys to the tops of our feet. Inhale, lift. And exhale. Push. Push all the way down into the ground. And one time, hug the tree. Sink the chi. Excellent. Bring this leg in. And I thank you. You can come on in. Let me stop that. Okay.
Wow, thank you so much, Halima. That was amazing. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
There was one question in the chat around the fitness tips you shared. Savannah, are you able to read that, or Halima, can you see that to answer that before we move on?
Oh, let me go to the chats then.
Okay.
Let me just go all the way. Okay, no, where they started.
Savannah may be able to pull that for you. I think it's a lot in the chat.
How important, you mean
Okay.
how important is having music part of your workout?
Yes.
If you like to, you don't have to have music. It just, sometimes it pumps people up. If you get the right type of music for whatever your, whatever the type of workout you want to do, it would get you going. So that's totally up to the individual. It's not necessary, but it is important if you get pumped up by certain types of music or certain songs. And if you're running or if you just exercise and it just gets you going and you just want to keep going, it's like, oh, okay, I can't wait to do exercise. So it's individual based, but it is, if you have the right kind of music, yeah, it's good.
All right.
Any,
Thank you.
is there another one that I needed to, or that was
I
it?
think that was the only one. Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. So now we're going to turn to our presentation to learn tips for creating flavorful beverages with less sugar. So go ahead and take it away for us, Josephina.
Thank you. I'm super excited to be here today, and I am going to share my screen. And I just wanted to say, Halima, that was amazing. I participated and it was really, really great.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see.
And Halima, there were a few other questions in the chat if you wanted to reply in there and don't want to go and impede on any of the time here. But if you want to reply in the chat, you're welcome to do that. Or we can get the answer after. All right, there you go.
Okay, wonderful. So I'm going to be talking about rethinking your drinks and kind of how to think of some drinks that we can have that have less sugar. So when we're thinking of drinks, like, could people put in the chat, like, what are some of your favorite drinks and what do you typically hydrate on? I know we have, a few people here. So I want to see some activity in the chat. Okay, so we have water, lemon, essential water, lemon, plain seltzer water, teas. Wonderful. Okay. So good variety. Yes, you guys are on a good track here. So let's talk about, first of all, why is hydrating, why are we having this conversation? And our body is made up of 70%, 60 to 70% of water. So it is really, really important that our body stays hydrated. And there's a lot of benefits and reasons to, why we need water, and that having that proper hydration really has good health benefits. Like here, simply, it helps to improve our attention and focus. It helps us to sleep better, and also prevents constipation. When we're not drinking plenty of water, we're not hydrating, the first sign would be maybe having a headache. That's one thing that a lot of people, if you have started a headache, you want to see, well, how much water have I been drinking today? And especially in the hotter months, that need might increase. So the recommendation is not a one size fits all, could vary on our physical activity. If you're being more physically active, then your needs are going to increase. When we say the environment and physical temperatures, that means, like, definitely when it's hotter out, you're going to sweat more, your body's going to need more hydration. Whereas if it's colder, sometimes you might not even feel or have the need of drinking water, but you want to be cognizant that your body still needs it. And maybe some, excess perspiration. So a general guideline, rule would be like the 8x8. So we call it the 8x8 rule. So 8-ounce glasses of water daily, but that could vary, could be like from 6 to 8. But if you just, want something easy to remember, that would be that 8x8. All right, so some things beverages that might hinder performance. So think of, what kind of beverages, might slow us down. We're thinking about just kind of really sugary. So that's going to be soft drinks, juices, sugary smoothies, shakes, sugary coffee, energy drinks. So what do all of these have in common? You could put the answers in the chat. So what do these all have in common? Back in the day, we didn't have as many sugary coffees. Now we have kids that are, just having these really not just high sugars, but also high in calories. Drinks that it's very easy to find a drink that might have 300 or 500 calories, where it's like that's the same amount of calories that you might find in a hamburger. So you could definitely find drinks that are much, much higher in sugar and much higher in calories. And I see that in the chat. A lot of people are saying sugar, and calories. So these are really high in sugar and something that we call empty calories. So when we say empty calories, we're talking about foods that are giving us calories, but are not really giving us nutrients. So nutrients are going to be things like vitamins, minerals, maybe some protein. Maybe they're going to give us carbohydrates, which provide energy. Or they might give us, some healthy fats. So they're not really giving us any nutrients, antioxidants. So that is one of the things there, that it's going to be high sugar, and then it's also giving us those empty calories. So this is a chart that I love to share with, participants that could be really, eye-opening. So I did a little bit of a comparison on different products with the calorie amounts, and then under it, the sugar. And then, just to have a visual, sometimes if we say, oh, it has 65 grams of sugar, what does that mean? So it's just a number. But when we look at how many sugar packs that is, that's like something like more tangible that we can, I feel like I can understand better. So I did that comparison, and then I compared it. Okay, well, if this calorie amounts, 240 calories, well, how much actual food can I have for that? So I'm going to go through that chart. So the first product, and one other thing I want to share, is that all of these products I compare to the same amount of serving size. Because remember, you want to make sure that we're comparing the same, it's 20 ounces for each one. Because if I compare something that's 10 ounces to 20 ounces, then of course the 10 ounce might have less calories potentially. So, when we're reading food labels and doing these kind of comparisons, always make sure that you're looking at the serving size to make sure you're comparing about the same equivalent. Okay. And then, so for Coke, it's 20 ounces, and in 20 ounces, you're going to have 240 calories and 65 grams of sugar. So that is 16.25 sugar packs in that. And then the fruit equivalents, if you're going to have apples, you could actually have 2.5 apples. So if that's going to be for the same amount of calories. But where the apple, you're going to have fiber, you're going to have antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals. And then for a Starbucks Frappuccino, also 20 ounces, that's 420 calories with 67 grams of sugar. So that's 16.75, almost 17 sugar packs. And for that amount of calories, for those 420 calories, you could have 4 mangoes. You probably wouldn't have 4 mangoes all at once, because you would probably get full, after probably 1 or 2. But that's just the equivalent amount of calories, 420 calories. And then for the Lipton iced tea, so I also wanted to put the tea here because, I personally love teas. Teas are great. But remember, when we are adding sugar, it's kind of changing it. If you do like the unsweetened and sweeten it yourself, you're more in control of how much you're adding. But this here has 170 calories. So on the calorie, it's not as high as the other two, but it has 45 grams of sugar. So for the sugar packs, that's going to be about 11 sugar packs. And you could have about 3 oranges. So I'd love to hear, not hear, but see any of your comments on the chat. What do you think about this chart? Was anything kind of eye-opening, or any information that really stood out for you, feel free to share in the chat. And then something else that is great to know is that we can hydrate with produce. Excuse me. So we can hydrate with produce. And produce has a water content. There's some fruits and vegetables that have a higher water content. So we can receive some water from our produce, whether that's watermelons, oranges, celery, they all provide us with some water. And then the benefits of that as well is that they boost our immune system, and that provides energy and satiety as well. So, that's another way to get some hydration. So here's to, looking at some other ways to extinguish our thirst or to hydrate. So I'm gonna share some of these ideas. So one, we want to make sure, that water is that number one source. And then keeping, I'm sorry, I'm not sure what's happening with my computer, but my chat keeps going different places. But keeping a good large water bottle or jug or thermo in an accessible area is really helpful to kind of have that reminder. Sometimes when we have a visual or we have a reminder or system, it'll make it easier to drink water throughout the day. I know for myself, if I don't have my water bottle or my glass of water at my desk, sometimes I could go on and on in my meetings or presentations that I don't really have the time to go get it. So it's nice to have it with me already. Or if I'm going out for errands and I take my water bottle, I'm more likely to drink water throughout. So that's, something that's helpful. And if you have any, tips on how you, remind yourself or keep yourself drinking water, feel free to share it in the chat, because, we're here to all learn from each other. So I really like when everybody kind of puts in their ideas. And as some people mentioned, seltzer water is another option. There it is. So seltzer water is another great option. And in Savory, we have a few really cool recipes that, you can use with seltzer water. And the great thing about it is that they're in many different flavors, and they're also a sugar free. And like I mentioned earlier, one of my personal favorites is tea. So the great thing about tea, is that you can have it hot or cold. So if it's too hot and you're the weather outside is too hot and you're not really into having a hot drink, then you could brew your tea and put it in your refrigerator and have it iced. So there are some, if you see here, there's some teas that come in really great flavors. So if you like more of a fruitier flavor, there's some that come with fruits. Some have more of a floral flavor. Then we have ginger. So there, check out the tea section. They're really great creative flavors. A lot of times people think of tea like just the Lipton, plain either green tea or jasmine, which are great because I enjoy those. But some people who don't like those get turned off by them. But there are a lot of different fun flavors that I, would tell you to explore. And teas have also health benefits where they have antioxidants. It's not here, but one of my favorites is going to be I can't remember the name right now. Hibiscus, the hibiscus tea. It's more of a fruitier flavor. So definitely recommend those. And infused water. So I, did hear some people saying maybe with lime. So you can definitely use different herbs and fruits and even vegetables like cucumber water, but different herbs like mint and basil and fruit to add a little bit of a different like twist to your water. And I did share some resources where, you know, in the back of that handout, you'll have a lot of different options of how to like mix and match different herbs and fruit or vegetable to your water. And then squeezing citrus, very simple. You know, if you have lemons or limes or, you know, oranges, definitely squeeze it in your water. You know, it's going to just add a little bit of a different flavor twist, and it's going to, you know, add some of that vitamin C to it. And kombucha, I don't know if anybody likes kombucha or has tried kombucha. But definitely kombucha is, you know, for some people, it's like they love it or they, you know, hate it. It's like a yes or no. But I would say is try different flavors and different brands, because I personally love kombucha, but I don't love all the flavors or all brands. And has anybody here had kombucha or heard of kombucha? Would you guys like me to explain a little bit more what it is? Well, I'll explain it anyways. So kombucha basically is kombucha is a fermented tea. Okay, so because it is fermented, it has you know, probiotics, so it's really good for your gut. So if you think of, you know, what else has is fermented, like yogurt. So yogurt is definitely fermented. It has live active bacteria, and that's really good for your gut. So it's like our gut has bacteria, so this is kind of good bacteria that's helping our gut. The same thing with kombucha. So definitely the kombucha, you know, has benefits for our guts. And I see a comment here that says that, you know, that she's had kombucha, but some have sugar in it. And it is true. So you want to look at the labels, and they do have sugar. Some of them have less sugar than others. So that's why it's always really important to read those food labels, even if it's a food that's, you know, perceived healthy, right? Like kombucha or yogurt. You always want to read those food labels, because there's always a way to make, you know, something healthy not so healthy. But so always read those food labels. The sugar that it has, I would say typically you don't drink the whole thing, because it's kind of a strong flavor. So you might have half of it, and you can try to get the ones that have less sugar. So they do use a little bit of that sugar for the fermentation. All right. And then also, like, if you're thinking about, you know, restorative drinks or electrolytes, then, you know, here coconut water is a great option for that. It's, you know, has a good amount of potassium. And then smoothies and shakes, you know, smoothies and shakes are great. Definitely looking at, you know, the calorie and sugar content in them. For smoothies, you know, we like to say to try to think of my plates, even when you're doing smoothies and shakes. So you want to have a balanced smoothie, a balanced shake, trying to have a protein in it, trying to have some vegetables. And if you're going to, you know, have a fruit, limiting that to a cup of fruit. And then here, just some inspirations from Savory, and you could find it on our website at giantfood.com/savory. Here is a cranberry orange spritzer. This iced tea, it's one of my favorites, is the passion fruit berry jolt. So it is more of a fruitier side. And then this mocktail, which is cucumber, lemon, and kombucha. And then this is a green juice. So, you know, like I mentioned here, that pro tip, trying to keep 1 cup of fruit per serving. And then you'll see here that they're adding some fruit, but they're also adding a good amount of vegetables. The one thing that's missing here would be a protein, but, you know, more often when you're trying to do these, try to balance it, having a fruit, a veggie, or a protein or a healthy fat. especially with those smoothies. Like a healthy fat could be, avocado is a healthy fat, so that, kind of is in both produce and a healthy fat, as well as protein. Protein would be peanut butter. Peanut butter would be a healthy fat as well as a good protein. A question here was, what to replace kale with? So there's already spinach in there. Maybe you can add more spinach, some other kind of greens if you like. What other greens could go well with this? Collard greens would be much like rougher, so I'm not sure if, or you could even put broccoli in here. Yeah, you could replace the kale with broccoli if you like broccoli. Great question. Frozen fruits in my water. Absolutely. Frozen fruits, is great, as well as frozen vegetables. So you can use it in your water. You could also use it for your smoothies. So frozen fruit and vegetables are frozen at their peak optimal point. So they will have all those benefits and all those nutrients. And the good thing about it is that sometimes they're convenient. And depending if the fruit or vegetable is not in season, sometimes they'll be at a better price point. So keep an eye out for those frozen fruit and vegetables as well. So that's a really great question. Okay. And then I just want to kind of, give you guys a call to action. So, hydrate with water and challenge you to do that 8x8 rule. And then I want to leave you with some of our, our websites. You are going to receive this later as a resource. And I know, we're running a little behind. So I just want to, if you want to take a quick picture of this or get it in the email, that's going to go to you. And lastly, I did want to share that we are going to have a cook along next month in September. So save the date, Thursday, September 8th at 6 p.m. It's going to be a family meals month as well as Hispanic Heritage Month. So we'll be doing one of my, our team's favorite recipe, which is tinga tacos. So feel free to join. Our website is again down there, and I hope to see you all. And going to look really quickly through the chat, see if I missed any comments or questions, but I really love how everybody's putting some comments in the chat.
All right. Were you able to address all the questions? I don't want to cut anyone off.
Somebody asked for interesting recipe, infused water.
Okay.
So in the handout that we have, infusing the water, with different herbs, and that handout has a lot of different ideas. So, make sure, to, check your email for that.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Somebody asked about the handout. Sorry. So the handout's going to be sent later, right? By I guess you could ask that question, answer that. It says you mentioned a handout. Was it sent earlier this week?
Okay, great. Yes, that'll all resources will be sent after the program tonight. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. No, you're welcome. Thank you for coming in and joining us with Dine, Learn, and Move. We appreciate it. Awesome information and always great tips from our partners at Giant Food. So thanks again. So now we're going to, yes, you're welcome. Now we're going to say hello to Chef Roz. Welcome back, Chef Roz, for our live cooking demo. And don't forget, please continue to put your questions, comments in the chat, and Savannah will take over and answer those. Now, we hope you're able to join us through the end of the presentation, but if you must log off before 7:30, a link to our evaluation is going to pop up on your screen when you go to log off. We ask that you just take a few minutes to complete it tonight so that we can just better serve you in the future as we plan our future sessions. And your feedback is very important to us, and it just impacts our ability to be able to continue bringing you this program virtually. Okay, Chef, I'm going to turn it on over to you now.
Well, thank you, Yolanda. Everything has been wonderful. I am enjoying this presentation tonight, and welcome to everybody that's here. I'm Rosalind, and I'm just going to get started with a few drinks. I loved all that information the previous guest was talking about from Giant, the added sugars to your drink. So what's in your drink? What's in your drink? And I'm going to demonstrate a couple of my favorites. And so first, what I'm going to demonstrate is a matcha green tea. A matcha green tea, kind of like a latte. So right now, the trend right now in some of your favorites, Starbucks and Panera Bread, and even, well, I don't know about those other places, the drive-throughs, but the matcha green tea is green tea smoothies or green tea lattes or frappuccinos, these nice, cool and refreshing drinks. But what's happening? A lot of them are adding regular milk to it, so cow's milk, and also they're adding a lot of sugar and sweeteners to them. And why? Why? Because really a green tea leaf is not, it's not very pleasant to the taste. And if we're going out to spend our money nowadays, we want it to be tasteful to the tongue. But this session is how we're going to be able to make it at home, something a little bit similar, but not as much sugar. So it's going to be a little healthier for us. So let's get right to it. A matcha green tea. Why in the world would you drink a matcha green tea in the morning? That's the best time to drink it, is in the morning. I'm going to blend it up in my blender here. But the best time to drink this is in the morning. Why would you think that? Why would you think that? Oh, you all can talk back to me. Type in the chat. Matcha powder, we're using 1 cup of, I'm using a plant-based milk. So I'm going to put my plant-based milk. This is an almond milk. You can use cashew milk. I normally use a plant-based milk. And that's because the cow's milk can kind of break down the antioxidants from the green tea. So I use a plant-based milk. Some people just use water, but right now I'm trying to represent in a big way something close to the latte, the green tea lattes that you see at Starbucks. I don't know if you go to Starbucks. I have a daughter that loves Starbucks.
We got some answers to your question that you asked just a moment
ago. I'm ready for
it. So 4 people said energy. 1 person said alertness and great digestion, gives the nutrients, vitamins, lower in calories, energy again. And then someone asked soy milk.
Yeah, a soy milk, any plant-based milk will do, but definitely you're on point. So what happens is I see from a lot of people, they'll about to go to work, and they go through a drive-through, a 7-Eleven, whatever. They get a coffee and something what they're calling a pick-me-up, right? And get to work, get to that meeting, and then what happens? About an hour later, or even before that, after they're sitting down, they start getting sluggish and going down and going down. And then you got to get another cup of coffee or some type of pick-me-up to keep going through that meeting and through the day. What I know about the green tea is green tea, when you drink it, it can actually last you up to 4 hours for that day. So up to 4 hours. So I'm going to add, I already put 1 cup of the almond milk in here. Now, this is your recipe. You'll get the recipes later. 1 tablespoon of matcha powder. Now, the thing is, we're talking about being cost effective nowadays. So I search for the matcha powder. Normally, I'll buy the matcha green tea powder in a container. It was not able to be found. So and that container can be about $19. But what I found is amazing. This is these are matcha sticks. So in these sticks is the green tea powder. So this comes 16 packets and it was $12 for 16. So you can put these in your purse. You can get your water from work or your milk, add it to it, stir. I'm going to show you how to do it. It's amazing, right? But you can have these and then they don't go bad because they're individually wrapped. All right. I'm putting 2 in here just because I just like that great pick me up. And but you normally will use 1 tablespoon of matcha powder, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And that's optional. That's just going to give it some more flavor because I already told you that the green tea is a situation as far as it tastes by itself. So just to give it a little flavor, vanilla is plant-based. So I'm going to put 1 teaspoon, this is a teaspoon, 1 teaspoon of vanilla flavoring, vanilla extract. Then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. This is 100% maple syrup. Let me move my cup. 100% maple syrup for the sweetener, not just for pancakes and waffles and French toast. You can use maple syrup to sweeten all of your drinks. So 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. All right, so now what do we have? We have the 1 cup of almond milk or any plant-based milk. Then we have the vanilla extract. We have the almond milk. I said almond milk, and we have the 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. Now, what I'm going to add now is some ice because this is going to be, I'm just going to pour this. This is 1 1/3 cup of ice. It's going to make it.
Questions coming in as well. So
Sure, come
when
on.
you're ready for those.
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready now.
One person asked, would you drink the matcha green tea before exercising?
Absolutely. Absolutely, yes. You can drink the matcha. It will give you the energy that you need for work, for exercise, your movement, for sure. Now, I would actually take maybe some berries or maybe a half a banana, something on the stomach. Don't do it on an empty stomach because sometimes the green tea leaves, depending on how it's manufactured, it may cause a little queasiness on the stomach, a little nausea feeling. So I wouldn't do it on an empty stomach. I normally, when I take this in, I normally have something else, like a handful of nuts or seeds or a trail mix or something like that. Is that it? That's all the questions?
There's a couple more. So I guess that kind of answered this other question that asked if it was caffeine free. So matcha has caffeine in it, right?
Oh, absolutely caffeine. Absolutely caffeine. So green tea leaves. And what they do is to make it really, really it's dark green. The matcha is dark green. And what the farmers do is they cover it and put it in complete darkness for about 30 to 40 days. And then they uncover and it keeps it that real green color. Then they remove the veins and ground the leaves, which makes it into powder. So it's awesome. I think I might have given too much information, but
well, someone did ask if you're able to make it from home. And then we got more questions asking if you can use honey or agave instead of syrup.
So you can use honey or agave. You can, whatever your pleasure is. I would say, that whole sweeteners piece is a whole nother class session as far as what type of agave and what type of honey. That's why when I said with the 100% maple syrup, make sure it's a 100% of what you're using and not a substitute. That's what I'm saying. That's the important part. Another, I'm going to go ahead and blend this.
Are you still able to hear me as you're blending it?
Sorry. Nice green color. I'm gonna pour it in my cup so you all can see it. Yes. So you had another question? I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah, someone asked what the brand name of matcha green tea is that you're
So
using.
this is by Rishi, R-I-S-H-I, Rishi. These are matcha sticks. Matcha
Awesome.
sticks.
And then someone also asked if matcha leaves have tannin. Too.
Absolutely. They absolutely do. And tannins can sometimes cause a little stomach queasiness also. It just depends on the body, the individual. I love this pretty color to the green tea. But listen, you can also add your protein powder and make this a nice protein shake. Let me see. Can you see the green? I don't know. Is it picking up the green?
We can see it. It looks good.
There it is. Yes. I have too much light in the room. That's what's happening. But anyway, it's nice, thick, but you can add protein powder to this and it'll make it a really nice green a smoothie, a protein drink full of protein. And then also you can add, if you want it smooth and not so icy, you can add avocado to it. And then that will increase the potassium level in it. Then you're getting your antioxidant and your potassium and a lot of other nutrients.
Someone commented saying that looks delicious and it's bright
I
green.
need it. I need it right now. I love it. People either love it or they don't. Let me move on. Let me move on to the next one because I'm excited. I am excited. Is there any more questions there?
No more questions have come in just yet, but I'll let you know once they do.
All right. So now we talked about the pick me up, what you're going to drink to pick you up, to give you energy, get you going in the morning. I love it. What are you putting in your drinks? All right. So now I'm going to do the very flip side to that. And this, let me say, is about 7:10. So probably about 8 o'clock when people are ready to really settle down, go to bed, or maybe an hour before or 30 minutes before, you might want to take advantage of this recipe, which is called turmeric. It's called turmeric milk, but another famous name for it is golden milk. Golden milk. And so what does it have? The ingredients: turmeric root, honey, ground turmeric, ginger root, ground cinnamon, and again, almond milk. All right, so I'm going to demonstrate that for you all right now. Let me pause that. So I have my but this is a hot, let me say a hot toddy, something that you drink at night. And they say you get some warm milk in you and you settle and you get calm and relaxed. But I'm going to tell you a couple of things the benefits that you'll get from this. All right, so first I'm going to ground. Why do I have this? This is a little mini grounder, So I'm going to take some of this milk. This is plant-based, the same almond milk. And I'm going to put a couple of tablespoons of this in here. All right. Now, what I'm making is kind of like the golden part, the real serious golden part. Now, I have about 1.5 inches thick, long of a piece of ginger. I peeled it, This was it at first. I cut it, peeled it, about 1.5 inches thick, long. I'm gonna put that in there. Then I'm gonna add cinnamon. And I'm going to add honey. Cinnamon, honey, and milk. Also, what else is going to be in here? The turmeric. All right, but this is what I want to tell you all. The turmeric, I normally would use, ideally, a turmeric root. The turmeric root, the fresh turmeric root, is the cousin of the ginger. It looks like ginger, it's smaller, and it's orange color. Couldn't find it anywhere. And I wanted to show you all the actual turmeric root. But what works also is ground turmeric. So I'm going to use ground turmeric in here, and I'm going to make kind of like a paste. So what's in here? Ginger, the ground turmeric, and honey and cinnamon. Let me take this out. I don't need this anymore.
We had another question come in asking if you can buy matcha in a caffeine-free form, and how much?
No. Matcha leaf is caffeinated, period.
And then someone else asked how much turmeric root.
What did it ask?
How much turmeric root? Like, I guess how much turmeric you use in
Oh,
the.
so if it was a fresh turmeric, it would be the same as the ginger, 1.5 inches long. But if it is the turmeric powder, you want to use about, in this part here, I use about a half a teaspoon. All right, now, the one thing I want to tell you about turmeric, if you don't know, you will quickly find out that turmeric will turn everything this color. It will turn everything golden, yellow, orange, and it stains, it's horrible, it's horrible. It will stain everything except for your teeth. It won't stain teeth, but it will stain your clothes, different containers and things of that nature. So you want to be very, very careful. Turmeric is what gives mustard its color, and curry. Turmeric is great for Alzheimer's. It's great for Parkinson's. It's just, it comes from the Indian culture, and they made up this golden milk recipe, but great for brain function, turmeric. So just imagine you mixing it in a hot toddy at night, and then you drink it with the honey and the cinnamon. The cinnamon actually is the same. It's great for, I almost did it, I almost overboiled it. The cinnamon is great for heart. So, and the ginger is great for pain, inflammation. So you give this at nighttime and then you go to bed, then listen, you will sleep like a baby. And when you wake up in the morning, you will feel awesome, just amazing. No aches, no pains. So what I'm going to do now is there a question? I see something came up.
Yeah, we had two questions come in. So I want to ask, what about the pepper?
Well, you can add pepper to it. If some people can't do black, I would say black pepper, but some people can't do black pepper, but it's optional. Let's just say that it's optional. So somebody has made this already before. and definitely I have used black pepper. I'm not really a spicy girl. And then what I really love ginger, and to me, ginger kind of takes it to the next level as far as spiciness and hotness and gives it that kick. I just love, I love ginger. So I don't personally need the black pepper, but some people will put a pinch of black pepper in it as well.
And
Black
someone else
pepper has its
asked,
own benefits. What did you say?
sorry, someone else asked how many liters of water daily? Oh, maybe that was referring to the past presentation, actually.
Oh, okay. All right. So now what I'm going to do is add my paste that I made into my milk. In here, I boiled it. I just brought it to a slight boil, and I'm going to add my paste to it, to the milk. This is again almond milk. I love almond milk, but I love cashew milk more than almond milk. It's going to give it that nice yellow flavor, color. And that, again, that has the cinnamon, the ground cinnamon. It has the honey, turmeric, ginger in there. Pretty color. I'm going to pour it over in here. And we're using the honey to sweeten it, right? So I'm going to give it a little bit of extra something, a little extra. This is a frother. You know how when you go to your nice coffee shops and they give you a little frothy drink? This is a frother. This is just something extra that I like. I'm going to put it in here and kind of let it go. This is battery operated. Actually, I put too much in there. It's coming. So if I had, oh yeah, there's my froth. Yeah, you know, I am mad. I don't know if you can see that. I think I'm gonna, what if I turn that light off? Can you all see the froth? The golden
You can see
color?
it. Whenever it goes like more towards the light, it's not as visible. Yeah, when it's like more towards the center of the screen. Everyone, we have some comments saying yes, they can see
This
it.
is virtual, yes. Yes, but it's frothy, nice, and it gives it a little nice little flavor. Great for nighttime, just awesome. I love it, I love it. So now I just drank a pick me up. Now this, I think I'm gonna save this. I'll wait a second. But I love it. It's awesome, and it's pretty color. So I have what, let me see, let me check my time. Oh, I think I can do this in a couple of minutes. I think I can do this one in a couple of minutes. I have a third drink. What's in your drink? So we did nighttime, we did pick me up in the morning. What I want to do now is I'm going to do really, really quickly. I'm going to do a strawberry lemonade. This is my favorite, strawberry lemonade. And I'm going to use 5 cups of water. Let me just put it in here. I'm going to use 5 cups of water. 1. And this is bigger than a cup, actually. 2. It's about 2. I'm just doing this for you all to see.
Another question came in asking,
Uh-huh.
I thought turmeric was not bioavailable for health benefits without the pepper.
Oh, turmeric is called curcumin, and you can use it with the pepper. It enhances the turmeric, but turmeric can do the job all by itself. All by itself. Research has already proven that turmeric can do the job all by itself without the black pepper. But like I said, if you want to use the black pepper, that would be wonderful. All right, I'm using 5 cups of water. I'm combining, I have strawberries. Here's the strawberries. This is start of show. Strawberries, and then here are the lemons. Strawberries and lemons. I'm going to put, I don't know if I have the time. I think I'm running out of time. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the strawberries in here in the water. And then I'm going to add lemons, 2 lemons. And I have a Vitamix, you guys. So my Vitamix is pretty good. I need to empty this. This is my problem. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is blend my strawberries, water, and the whole key is this. We are trying to figure out what type of sweetener we're going to put in here. I am using maple syrup. And I'm going to use this container, but I'm going to leave some strawberries in here just for the purpose of them being pretty. And then I'm going to put my maple syrup in here. That is 1 cup of maple syrup. Put it in here. It's 1 cup of maple. It's so simple. It's 1 cup of maple syrup with 5 cups of water. Strawberries thawed. Your thawed strawberries. They were frozen. Let them kind of puree a little bit. I'm going to pour it back in here with my water. That looks like a really nice punch. Add some ice to it, and it's done. Strawberry lemonade. Strawberry lemonade. See how simple that was? Anybody saying anything?
Have any questions just yet, but that looks amazing.
Strawberry lemonade. Did I have my time? Yes. It is one of my favorites. The key to this is, let me just share this. The key to this is the thawed strawberries. Strawberries, it's just strawberries, frozen strawberries. When you thaw them out, the natural sugar comes out of the strawberry. So it mixed with the lemon is perfect. You can cut down the maple syrup if you want to. You can make it a 1/2 cup of maple syrup. But because the strawberries by itself just makes it superb. Totally.
Yeah, I've got a couple people saying it looks delicious and they loved your presentation. And then 2 questions about the lemons. Did you peel them and how many did you use?
I used 2 lemons. I peeled them, but these are seeded lemons, so they do have seeds in them. But in my Vitamix, sometimes they get chopped up and it's okay. But this is my favorite. Make it in a pitcher and have it during the day. And that's it, you guys. I think I did it. I got 3 recipes in for you all.
Awesome. Thank you, Roz. Thank you, Savannah, for monitoring the chat. So just great, simple, healthy drinks that are just full of flavor. Awesome. Thank you so much. So this was another great night, everyone. We know you learned a lot and even got to interact with us during our fitness and cooking demonstrations. Could you tell us more about your experience by just taking a few minutes to complete the evaluation as you log off? Remember, this survey is anonymous, but you do have the option of leaving your name at the end. And next month, we will select a winner from those who have completed the evaluation as a token of our appreciation. Excuse me. The wheel you're about to see is filled with names of the people who completed the evaluation in July. And they actually left their name at the end. So next month, you will only see your name on the wheel if you complete tonight's survey and leave your name. Right now, we will celebrate a July participant who completed the evaluation. So Tanisha, please give this wheel a spin. And our winner is, looks like Lourdes Kistler. Congratulations, Lourdes. You are our winner and will receive a resistance exercise band, the 300 Ways to Incorporate Exercise book, a salad cup, and portion control measuring cups from our partners, the Prince George's County Health Department. Thank you, Prince George's County Health Department, for providing the July prize. All right, our team is going to follow up with you via email to make sure you can receive your gift. All right, in the next few days, each of you will receive an email with a link to tonight's program, another copy of tonight's recipes, as well as the other resources like the ones we talked about in the giant presentation that we saw throughout the night. Our hope is that you will use these resources to help support your wellness throughout the month. And until we meet again, we thank you for joining us on tonight. We hope you have a great night, and we will see you in September.